You can hear my voice, see the screen as well.
Yeah.
And how is my voice?
Yes, we can hear you.
Everything is okay. Oh, I couldn't hear you. You able to hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Okay, we'll start the class now. We'll start with the prayer. Close your eyes, palms together, seek the blessing from your Guru God goddesses. Once you feel you are done, slowly open your eyes. Okay, let's see. As usual, the agenda was similar. We are going to start with the Kocharam, followed by our classes, then ending up with the horoscope discussion. So the three main parts today. Okay, as usual. Okay, let's see about the Kocharam of today. In the beginning of this year. Okay, give me a second. I'll take this one. Okay. Guru in the Mithuna, Chandra in the Kadaka, Ketu in the Simha, Surya, Shukra, Mangal, Budan in the Dhanur, Rahu in the Kumbha, Shani in the Meena. So when we are seeing the Gocharam, what are the main things first we have to see? Firstly, we have to look into the Chandra, where the Chandra is today. That was the first point. Second, where is the Surya is today? This is second. And the third one is, where are the yearly planets are? Shani, Guru, Ketu, and the Rahu. Shani in the Meena, Guru in the Mithuna, Ketu in the Simha, Rahu in the Kumbha. If these three things is that in your mind, then you understand the Gocharam very easily. Okay. Now the Chandra alone in the Kadaka Rasi today. If you are Kadaka Lagna or Kadaka Rasi, or your Chandra in the Kadaka Rasi itself in your birth chart, then see how the Chandra over your Chandra it's impacting on your mind, because the Chandra, as we know already, Chandra is moon as representation of your mind, representation of your emotions. So is that your emotions are really stable or unstable, or it's in a neutral state, or you're exaggerating anything, or you're agitating, or you're happily very much happy today. You understand everything based on the emotions. Okay. Now, that is about the Chandra. When the four things what we have to see in the Gocharam, how is there any number of the planets in any of the 12 rashis? Yes, there are the number of the planets in one rashi, that is the Dhanur rashi today. So if you are a Dhanur rashi, Dhanur lagna, this is the perfect day to analyze yourself, because the Mangal was here, Surya was here, and this month is the Dhanur month. Your health will be improved gradually, because the sun was moving towards the direction of the north. Then this is the point your health is also improved too much. Gradually, it won't be improved in one night or one day. It will be gradually improved. See, when you're seeing this one until here, your health will be. I would say it's definitely will be good, because the sun was traveling towards the north, but when it was taking the direction towards the south, when these months it your health can be little bit be disturbed, or you may feel sick often. This will happen for sure, particularly on these 3 months, from the Kanya month to Vrikshika month. The body sickness will be comes once in a while in a month. It will be often. You may feel sick. But from this month onwards, from the Dhanur month, your health, you may also feel your health is gradually improved. Okay. Well, let's getting into the Pancham. It is the Pratipada, followed by the Dvitiya. Nakshatra is the Punarvarshu, followed by the Pushya. Okay. The Pushya is, okay, when we learn about other Nakshatra, we'll discuss about that. I leave it today like this, because anyway, okay, then I will tell you now. And the Pushya Nakshatra will comes on the Sunday, will comes on the Thursday. That's considered as the really, really auspicious. Okay. If you thought to buy a gold and if you want to start anything new, this is the best day to start because the Pushya comes along with the Sunday, comes along with the Thursday. It gives you good energy, good vibes will be there. Okay, then there is also one more question will come. The nakshatra is a vast subject to learn, and one may think the Pusha nakshatra is not good for me. How can I consider that? That is we have to discuss later. So in a general way, it's considered as because the Ravi followed by the Pusha nakshatra, right? This energy level is really good. Okay, yoga is the Vaidriti, followed by the Vishkamba. Karana is the Gaulava, Taitila, and the Karaja. Pitta is the Ravivara, Paksha is the Krishna Paksha. Okay. From next week onwards, we will learn about the yoga one by one with very, very minimal points in mind. Okay. Well, there are the 27 yogas. Karanas will be 12, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So we will learn one by one very slowly. Every week, one Karana or one yoga. Very limited points only, at least 5 points, 6 points we will remember, so that that will help in when we are reading the Panchang itself. Okay. Okay, now let's move into the second part of today's class, that is our class. That is our lesson. Okay, let's see. Now we are seeing about the Panchamadipati, that is the fifth lord in the different bhavas. Okay, what is that meaning? When you consider Mesha Lagna, who is your fifth house? Simha is the fifth house. Who's the Lord here? Sun is the Lord here. If the sun, the fifth Lord, who is Sun, if the sun was sitting in the Lagna, if the sun was sitting in the second house, sun was sitting in the third, 4, 5, 6, 7, till 12th house, what the effect will be? What are the impacts and significance in your life? That's what we are saying last week and this week also. Okay. What are the main significance of the fifth house? Fifth house is for your conceive. The conceive can be child. Conceive can be your creativity, your thinking process, thought process. If your mind was oftenly coming with the new ideas, only coming with the creativity, then that is also considered as the significance of the fifth house. Okay, then speculation. Okay, here comes one thing. If one says that Vanita, I didn't have any creativity, and I am not sure about what is the creativity even. Then that means the water element in your body, it may be higher level, it may be not in a sufficient level. The element in there are the Panchaputas, we already know about it, right? Among this Panchaputa, water element is imbalanced in your body. So that is the point the creativity becomes very less. So if that becomes imbalanced, your sacral chakra, that is the Swadhisthana, is also become imbalanced. So that's why the creativity goes. You know even think about the creativity. Okay, the creativity is completely abolished from your mind. Okay, suppose you may see the people, so they create anything and everything. Their creativity is in a high level. That means the water element in their body is sufficient and balanced in every way. And in another words, when you see into the chakras in your body, sacral chakra is that means the Swadhisthana will work perfectly for them. So then why we need about saying about the chakras and all? Chakras is the congestion of all your nadis into the body at one. Your body, the physical body is not only the body. You may also having other bodies. In that the the middle point where all of the knowledge was combined together, one point, the major point considered as below the navel. If your water element is imbalanced, the creativity is also goes so. Where this Swadhisthana is also become imbalanced. Okay. Okay. Then another words, why I'm coming to say this. In another words, the cosmic energy you receive from your body is not sufficient to balance. It's not enough. So that's why the people will say, go to the any of the temple or go to any of the places where you can increase your water element. In other words, where you can balance your water element. The people will ask you to go and have a sacred bath in the sea or in the Tirtham. In Tamil Nadu, there are the various places where you can get a bath in the well itself, in the temple. They consider it as a sacred one that gives you energy, that kind of the tremendous energy. In earlier days, we use the well, right? Every time it's the fresh water, it's coming out of the earth. But nowadays we stored in number of days, then we are using that water. That is not having that kind of energy when compared with the water from the well. Okay, let's stop this one. Move into our classes. Okay, mainly for the fifth house, you consume creativity and speculation. This is all about the fifth house. Now, last week we quickly revised this one. Fifth lord in first house, it's really good. These people's are luck. They have the luck in everything. Okay. The sense of humor, we already saw that. The sense of humor depends upon the planet in the fifth house. Sorry, the fifth lord. The sense of humor can be different. If the person was too much humorous and you enjoy that jokes and humor, then the person may have the fifth lord as the Mercury. If the person is very strict and authoritative, fifth lord can be the Sun. If the person was so kind and very kind and humor in nature, then Moon in the fifth lord. So it depends upon the graha. The sense of humor is also different. Okay, now let's consider the fifth lord in the second house. Dhanasthana, the fifth lord was sitting. That means the Trigonadipati, one of the Trigonadipati was sitting in the second house. Is that the good or bad? It's definitely increased their auspiciousness. They gain from the speculation. They definitely achieve the fame and status in their life. Now, let's see about the fifth lord in the third house. Third house is the Dhairyasthana. The fifth lord Trikonadipati was sitting in the third house. These people are really strategic planner. They always think ahead of the time, and these are all the wise investors in the world. Now, fifth lord in the fourth house. Fourth house is Matrasthana, where we mentioned about the home, assets, mother, real estate, vehicle, harmony, your happiness. That means your happiness is also mentioned in the fourth house. Fifth lord is sitting in the fourth house. The Kendra in the Kendra Sthana. The fifth house, the Konadipati was sitting. Is that good or bad? Very good. They may have some kind of the how much the pros will be there, the cons also will be there. Sometimes they may be aggressive, but definitely they become rich when they are invest in the relevant, when they are invest in the speculation kind of business. Okay, fifth lord in the fifth house. This is really good. These people are really matured and full of wisdom and creativity to the maximum. This all the peoples. Okay, when you born also, the nadis in your body which will be open or which will be imbalanced, or some of the chakras may imbalance or balanced. It depends upon the lagna you are born. You born with that only. Sometimes I say it's an inbuilt quality of the person. Sometimes I would say it's a manifesting defect. It's the, the child born like that only. Kind of the knowledge was imbalanced. The kid was born with that kind of the energy level. But when the fifth lord in the fifth house, one child was born, means the sacral chakra was really balanced, and that in another words, the water element is balanced. So that's why the creativity will flow like anything. In the five very earlier age itself, they shows their creativity. They're very adventurous in the life. And let's see about the fifth lord in the sixth house. Roga, Reina, Ripusthana, and the fifth lord, which is the Putrasthana Adipati, was sitting in the sixth house. These people will have the unique ideas and good analytical sense. Now let's see into the fifth lord in the seventh house. Seventh house is your partner, can be your spouse, your customers, your client, your partner, your boss or spouse. Okay. Fifth lord, the Trikonadipati was sitting in one of the Trikonadipati was sitting in the seventh house, good or bad, very good. These people are really kind and helpful. Okay. They will get all their children. Remember, their children get all comforts and the luxuries. You may heard about it from your parents. I suffered like this one, but you are enjoying your life. Anything? My parents didn't give me anything, but I gave you this kind of the comforts in your life. So that means your fifth lord in the seventh house. Okay. Okay. Till now, what we see, I repeatedly say the same thing. Whatever is we saw, this is all about the happy scenarios. That means fifth lord in this first house, second house, third house till seventh house. We see about a happy scenario. That means only one planet was in the relevant houses. That is the fifth lord in the relevant house. There is no planet combination, and there was no malefic aspect also. So we are seeing that kind of the scenario. But is that may vary? Depends upon the graha present in it. Of course, yes. But the base thing will be always similar. This is the base. Okay. So when how you are going to adding up onto it, so you can slowly going into adding up onto one layer to another when you are moving forward. Okay. At this point, if you are really understand this simple happy scenario situation, then everything will be easy for you, because when the foundation was really strong, and you don't need to worry about how many layers you piled up. Okay. Now we are entering on to our lessons. Fifth lord in the eighth house. Okay. Till now, what we see in the last week, any doubts here? Can I move forward?
Yes, Vanita.
Awesome. Okay, fifth lord in the eighth house. Eighth house, what is that? Eighth house represents longevity, and it's also house of mystery, your core vitality. What kind of the transformations you are going to have happen in you're going to achieve in your life or happening in your life? It's represented in the eighth house. It's a house of mystery altogether. What does it mean? Any kind of the any kind of the learning which is relevant to the science, are you blessed with to learn that kind of the science or not? Then that will be mentioned in the eighth house itself. Foreign settlement is also mentioned in the eighth house. Now keep that in mind. We already know about what is the fifth lord. Fifth lord is bought for the conceit, creativity, speculation, amusement, entertainment. It's also house for the romance. So that lord was sitting in the eighth house. What kind of the combinations we are going to achieve here? Okay. Now, when anything, please again, can I give me 1 second? Okay, sorry for that. We can give me a now also. Okay. Now let's see about whenever there was an eighth house was involved here. The seeking is the highest quality for here. The people will seek for the truth. The people will seek for the whatever they want to find in their life. They are the constant seekers. When the eighth house was involved with any one of the lords, the seeking will be for sure for the individual. Okay. This all that they are very much social and they want to achieve something in the social related circle. If they are going to abroad and attain the fame and wealth itself, yes, definitely. The foreign settlement is possible. They have an opportunity and luck to enter into the to have a life in the abroad itself. Okay, and importantly, you as a parent, you may live in any of your own country, but your children will be settled in the foreign nations. That means the fifth lord in the eighth house. The Putra Sthana Adhipati was sitting in the 8th house, means the foreign settlement is possible for your children. If there is a possibility of how they can settle in a foreign, it can be for the education, it can be for the profession, it can be for they want to completely settle in a foreign nation, foreign countries. Okay. Anybody having fifth lord in 8th house?
Yeah, I do have.
Awesome. Which what is a lagna?
Meena Lagna, Chandra in 8th. Ashtama Chandra, that's not good. That's Marana Karaka, I think. But I have Guru in my second house. So,
Okay. So your fifth lord is here.
Chandra.
Chandra is in the 8th. So this is your 8th house. That is the Tula Rashi. Tula Rashi, you have a moon. Okay. Which one is exactly matching with you? Which one is not?
Well, I do have social circle. That is what was the children home would be horses now. My
How about
daughter doesn't. Yeah. Well, constant seeker of quality, good. Social circle, good. Yeah, matches. So going abroad and attain fame and wealth, I guess it is also true. But not true about the children though.
okay?
Children, my daughter doesn't want to go to any foreign country.
She doesn't want to go to foreign, or till now it wasn't happen. That's what you are saying, right?
Yeah, but no, I don't think she has any intention to go so far.
Okay. How about this one? Because you already have this one. Possibly this one is also okay.
Which one?
If this one is not possible, means the children homes is would be in overseas. If this is not happening, then the children have the birth chart, right? The saying of the birth chart will be totally different. If the birth chart was
Oh, by
strongly
the
or
way, by the way, my daughter also has fifth lord in the 8th.
daughter,
Vrishabha Lagna. Yeah,
mm,
Vrishabha Lagna.
mm,
Buddhan is fifth lord, and it is in the 8th.
really? Wait, give me a
Yeah.
second. Okay, Rishabha Lagna. And Buddha is the fifth lord, and the
And
Buddha
yeah,
was
it's in Dhanu
Danu.
Rashi. Yeah. Yeah.
Danu.
Yeah.
Oh, then this is also showing she definitely settled in overseas only. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. If you
Well,
see one thing, this is one pattern you can see in a family always. Uh, when the family was born in when the number of the people's born as a family, they comes with the related karmas together. So you can see in the birth chart itself. You can see this one. The fifth lord was sitting in the 8th house. Same goes for here. The same thing you can see in the family. The family
But
may
in
have
the second one, a second lord is also in eighth house, no? Maybe that has some influence. Mercury is second lord and
of
fifth
course,
lord.
yes. Correct. Yeah. When the when the planet which is having the two houses, you can consider it that way also. That is also
well,
definitely
let me clarify. Actually, if it is okay, my daughter was born in the U.S. She's settled in India. I was born in India,
okay.
settled in US for some time, but I'm kind of nomad. Actually, I just spend time both in India and West Indies.
Hmm. Okay.
So actually, if it is true for her, actually, because she may be staying in a foreign country other than the birth. That may be the
That's
case,
yeah.
but
But
she's
this
in
kind
India. Yeah.
But then you can see the family comes with a related number of the family members comes with a related karma, and that you can easily see in the horoscope. In the family, you can see the number of the people born with the same lagna, or some of the number of the people born with the same rashi. That means the moon in the same location, or the lagna in the same lagna. That's why the people will say, if you the same lagna peoples are in the same house, that will create the chaos or kind of the struggle in the family. That's not good for them. But it's not like that. It comes with a related karma. If one person was born in a family, means they're somewhat one or the other way. Their debt was not yet fulfilled, so they born into the same family again to finish that karma. Okay. Now this one was really interesting. So, anyone want to add anything to this two horoscope? Okay, let me move on. This is really wonderful. Let's get into the fifth lord in the ninth house. Okay, this is a special. Why? Fifth lord is a Trikonadipati, and the ninth house is again a Trikona house. And again, there was in one more relation is the bhava power, because when you count from the consider this is the Mesha Lagna, and your fifth house is the Shimma, this is the third, and your ninth house is the Dhanur. My cursor is not helping me. Okay. If you count from the fifth house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means that from the fifth, it becomes the fifth house, that is ninth house. That's why it becomes the Bhava Bhava. What is the ninth house represents? Your fortune, philosophy, anything related with your religious ritual practice, your higher education, any kind of the cultural thing. You belongs to any of the community and you follow this kind of the culture, that is the significance of the ninth house. Any tradition, your father, gurus, represented by the ninth house. Now, what is the fifth house is for? Fifth house is for the consumer, creativity, speculations, amusement, entertainment, romance. That it's all overseen by the fifth lord, and that lord was sitting in the ninth house. What it be? How it will be? Is it good or bad? Really good. How? In that, when the fifth lord in the ninth house means there was a star was born in the family. That's it. You remember this one line. It's true for every horoscope. Even if I combined with the number of planets also, but their quality will become at least any of the phases of their life. They are really visionary and great thinkers. And most of the time, they show their ability in the writing. Okay. When the fifth lord was combined, how I say about the eighth house, if the eighth house was relevant with any other lords, if any of the graha was present in the eighth house, the constant seeking will be there. They can't be. You may not understand them. What they are seeking and how they are seeking, but in their mind, in their effort, they always seeking. But when the fifth now come back into this fifth lord in the ninth house, when the fifth lord was involved, the kids was also be kids always related with this. Why? Fifth lord is the adipati of the putrasthana. So they enjoy the company of the small kids. And they understand, they are inspired from them. Then you may ask this question, Pranita, what is the big deal here? Everyone will enjoy the company of the small kids. No. There are some bunch of the people, so they can't enjoy the company of the kids. You may feel wonder, but that is also possible. Is it bad or good? No, you don't need to understand about this, segregate into the good or bad. Because they also in the mind level, they are still in the kid level. See, if you go and ask one kid, or do you like the another kid, until unless he or she is a friend, the kid will say, I don't understand, and I don't like, and he or she may give the neutral answer. But for these peoples, if the people didn't like the small kids, means they already in the kid level mindset. So this point is really important to understand the human psychology. Enjoy the company of small kids and get the inspiration from them. This is the very good point to remember always when the fifth lord in the ninth house. Okay. Then very important about the journey. The 9th house is also for the long journey. When you say for the 3rd house is for the short journey, 9th house is for your long journey. Definitely they will travel for a very long journey. Long journey in the sense they may travel for number of hours for a day or for a 1 day or the 2 days. Now in the modern world, you may cross the seas in 4 hours of time, 5 hours of the time. But that is also considered as the long journey. And they definitely will have their children are really fortunate. They are really blessed with the very fortunate children. This very point, very good point. Always have to remember. When the 5th lord in the 9th house, simply you remember some of the things. One is related about the kids. You have the good relationship with the kids, and definitely you have the fortunate children. And there is definitely the ability to write. Then there is also one point, welcome. Vanita, I have the 5th lord in the 9th house, but I don't have an ability to write. So then we have to check about what is the 3rd house or the planets in the 3rd house. Why we combine the 3rd house here? Because it is a Dairyasthana. If you may have the planet in the relevant rashis, but if the courage was to not come out of it, with n number of auspicious planets was there, it's none. You are not, the individual will not going to use that. Okay. And when you see about the 5th lord in 9th house means definitely the progeny will be in your family, no matter what. You may at least one child. You may have the n number of the children, but at least the first child could be the progeny, or at least one of your child could be a progeny in your family. Anybody having the 5th lord in 9th house? Okay, no. 5th lord in the 10th house. Okay. 5th lord, we already know about it. It's about the creativity. It's about the consume, speculation, amusement, entertainment, and with the romance. Keep that in mind all the time. Now we'll see about the 10th house. 10th house is mostly for your career, your professional. What is the professional life you are going to see in this lifetime? How the other people sees you, how the world sees you. If you may be the very good person to your family, but in your professional life, how the other people will see you. In simple word, what is your image in this lifetime? Okay, when the 5th lord this is again Trigonadipati was sitting in the Kendrasthan. Right? So when this combination was combined, the individual definitely become very powerful. They have the kind of class of their own. They always raise the scale one level up in every moment, in every phase of their life. They always raise their scale. Most of the time, whatever the profession they are doing, whatever the field they are working on, they become the legend. They create the brand. They know how to create the brand, and they become the legend in their life, in the profession, whatever they are doing. Because of that, the respect level is really high in the society. Okay, one important thing about this is the thought into an action. This is not possible for every individual. You may have a number of the thoughts, but one person can able to make it to an action or make it to a physical thing in front of you, then that people will be the 5th lord in the 10th house. Any thoughts, n number of the thoughts in a day, in a minute, in a second, you may have. But or you have the ability to make every thought into an action, and mostly number of the people cannot. At least even you can say 90 out of 100 people are not able to do it, whatever the thoughts into the action. But it's exceptional for these peoples. When the 5th lord in the 10th house means whatever the thoughts, if they want to make it into an action, they have that kind of a quality to build whatever the thoughts into an action. Anybody having 5th lord in 10th house? Okay. Now we are going to do one small homework in between. Let me finish these two houses, then we will do one homework in the class itself. Okay. Now, fifth lord in the 11th house. Fifth lord, we already know about it, consume creativity and speculation, amusement, entertainment, followed by with the romance. Now, the 11th house. 11th house is all your fulfillment of your desires. It's luck, whatever the profits, gains, cash flow, and wealth. It's mostly about the wealth. Okay, now, if this one, the 11th house lord, in the 11th house, the Putrasthanadipati was sitting in the 11th house. Is it good or bad? The 11th house normally considered as an auspicious place. And the fifth house, fifth lord is the Trigonadipati, was sitting in the 11th house. When the 5 and the 11 combine, they are having the good writing capability because of the creativity. The fifth lord, who's the signifier of the creativity, they are having the ability to write very well. Okay, the charismatic attracted by the crowd. This is really possible when the fifth and the 5 and the 11 combination combined. You may see these peoples when the 5 and 11 combined in any manner, they definitely become attracted by the crowd. Okay, in a second. They're well known by their academic circles because they're professionally they become very much good. Okay, now when the fifth lord in the 11th house means always the kid will be signified here. They build a secure and luxurious future for the children. Okay, now we may see. Okay, I have an opportunity or species to increase the money level. This individual may have the n number of profits, gains, and the cash flow in their life, but how they are going to spend that it's on their children. They try to make the secure life for their children, and mostly these people are very knowledgeable. When the 5-11 combined, their money level is the cash flow level is good, and where they're going to spend to their children, and is they knowledgeable very much. Okay, because the knowledge is also represented by the fifth lord. They're very much intellect in nature. They know how to make the money, how to make the profits and the gains. Okay. Anybody who's having the fifth lord in 11th house?
Vanita, I have, but
Mm.
probably I'm not a good example because mine
Let's
is
see.
combusted.
Okay, let's see about this. Lagna is a Kanni Lagna, right?
Yeah,
This much I can remember. And your fifth lord is the Shani, correct?
correct. And he's sitting in Kataka.
Saturn is here, along with
Yeah, combust. He's combust along with Sun, Venus, Mercury.
all are combust or only Saturn?
All are combust.
Okay, now here the sun only representing the quality of all three planets. Saturn, Mercury, Venus. Okay, which one is correct here? You remember the order of this one day you said to me, I forgot.
Yeah, I have the order, yes.
What is that?
Just a minute. It is the Sun followed by Mercury,
Hmm.
followed by Saturn, followed by Venus.
Okay, now which one is coming true or which one is you? No, I won't accept this one point. Which one is?
Um, Build secure, luxurious future, not there because I don't have children. So, well known in academic circles. Well, I'm not a researcher. I have friends from my college, that's it. Good writing ability. Um, I can write good emails, that's about it. Uh, all the rest don't apply.
This one? Attract by the crowd? No?
No, nothing. I stay
Like,
away from crowd. So
stay away. No, you stay away from the crowd. But
no,
this is
actually,
different.
um, in most cases, nobody knows me. So
Okay. What about this one? High intellect and store house of knowledge.
no, I can't even remember things. How am I supposed to be intelligent?
Okay, now let's see about why it was not happening. Okay. And why I ask about the order will represent what kind of the combination which we are going to see. When sun combusts all these three planets means the sun take over the quality of his writing, his intellectual knowledge. The Saturn is about his work, and the Venus is about all kind of the beautiful things in his life. So it's now all the quality, all the three planets quality taken by the sun. When this, if you remember the sense of humor here, when the sun was, the sense of humor of the sun is, it's hardly smile. Now, what is a Mercury is about? Mercury, when you speak hilarious, pays no expression. We'll see about the Venus. Venus creative her jokes instantly. Okay. Now Saturn, they never react. But now this combination, Venus, Mercury, and the Saturn, now all this quality was nullified. Now this guy will be take place all the time. Okay, is this happening in your life? Or this is
True. Actually, this is making me smile. So yeah, true.
Because why? Because the sun takes over all the three planets' quality. Imagine a situation now. The Venus was not combust. Okay. Now he also have the quality of the Venus. Even though he is hardly smiling, some point in time he may give some jokes and instantly, and that will give the happiness to the others. But now the Venus is also not showing its power. Is also combust. So now this Venus is come out of the game. Who's taking over the charge? The sun is taking over the charge. Okay, we'll come back to her. Okay, this is the best example for understanding about the exceptional scenario, which I said earlier. This is only good when the 5 and the 11 combination was there. This is the happiest scenario. But when we see about the birth chart with the number of the planets in the 11th house itself, this scenario is not going to be this point you have to remember, but it won't match. Okay. Anybody want to add any other things to this chart?
When you say combust, within how many degrees? They're all within 10 degrees or 13 degrees?
Yeah.
How many?
Sun is at 4.06.
Okay.
This one,
Mercury, huh?
sun and Mercury, some distance between this one is a 4 degree only.
No. Distance, Sun is at 4.06. The last one, Venus, is at 12.57.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't need to consider this one as 12
57.
Sun is
Within
So within 8 degrees, I think it is
It is
considered
combust. It is combust.
combust. Yeah.
combust. 8 degrees.
But won't the positional value have an influence the 11th house? Because you said sometime 11th house is the best house. So someone had all in the 11th house, so he was very victorious.
yes, that's all. Everything was true. Okay, but now
But won't the positional value be there apart from the only combustion only we should see, or the positional value doesn't hold
okay,
any?
why we understand about the degree? So why I asked him to make the give the planets in the degree level so that we can understand the combination of the grahas. First point. Okay, then why we need to understand about the degrees so that if most of the astrologers they considered if the sun was between the plus or minus 5 degrees.
Okay.
Then the planet is considered, there is distance between this one planet to another planet is plus or minus 5 degrees is considered as a completely combust. But there are some other, I heard about the other astrologers also. They considered 8, some of them considered as a 13. But it's again depends upon depends upon what kind of the ionams are you are using, what kind of the style you are following. If you are following different in the horoscope reading itself, you may come across with a different people's different horoscope style also. If you go and see the Bhrigu Nadi, and they will tell you the different story altogether. Okay. it, it depends upon which kind of the style which you are using. That's why you have to follow the same style, so you can adopt with one kind of the style of reading of the horoscope. Wait, but every horoscope reading, every style will give you the one or the other thing. Interesting point to learn. Okay. Now let's come back to it here.
Yes,
Why we need to understand?
in whatever Ainamsa I try,
Hmm,
all the planets are combust.
awesome.
Yeah,
So
but every like what other person was telling, they any graha present in the 11th will be good actually, though they are in combust, or whether they are combust or not. I think the effect will be good.
Oh no, that will be, you don't need to take it that way, because when the sun was there, the sun overpowers everything. If any one of the planet was combusted here, it overpowers and takes that planet quality into it, and it performs like that way. See,
combustion is the weakest position for any
Suppose
planet.
sun is not there, then the effect
Then
would
it's
be
the
good.
best
then the
one.
story will be entirely
Yeah,
different.
it'll be
It's the
different.
Mercury, Saturn, and
Okay.
the Venus. Even the Mercury Saturn combination is also not good, because he may get delayed in their education. Saturn and the Venus, it depends upon his partners. Partner's relationship will may get delayed, or they may not understand him, or not the other way. But he may also acquire the long-term relationship. When it comes into the Venus, it exactly mentioned his spouse. Uh, that is a total different story altogether. But
You
now
see,
that sun,
because of these planets being combust is the reason why I don't have any of these like partners or fifth house children or whatever.
that stopped already, because the sun was taking over whatever the other planets which is going to give you. Now it's overpowered by the sun. So
Mm.
if the Venus is represented by it's your wife, means then let's see about your seventh house guru. Where is your guru?
Ninth house. He's in Taurus.
Now let's see about the fifth star of the Guru, who is Saturn. Okay, now
Yeah, but
the
Rahu
sun
is in the
comes.
second house.
Now
That doesn't matter much, but yeah.
Rahu is where?
Rahu is in Tula.
Second house.
Correct. So Ketu is in Mesha. I think he's sucking up the energy of Guru. Ketu and Moon.
Ketu and Moon. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
moon
I understand.
is a bad thing, is it? That's what you told
Yes.
when we were talking, no?
Correct.
Yes, Ketu Moon, Ketu Saturn.
Did
Combined with the Ketu is not a good combination. And particularly this combination, the Ketu and Moon, will give you a greater turmoil in your life.
I am also having moon and Ketu.
Who's that?
But
Yeah,
Ravi, sun
ma'am,
will be more
I think
powerful, right?
Vasanti
Sun
ma'am
will be
said,
good.
Ah,
Sun will be
Vasanti
good for
ma'am
you.
I think he has it in fifth house.
yeah, I have in the fifth house, moon
Yeah.
and Ketu
So
along with
this being in the eighth is even more interesting.
oh.
But how was your okay? We'll come back to this one, the four graha combination. But when you are having the moon and Ketu in the eighth house, how is your decision making? You're always best,
No.
and you always have the multiple choices right in front of you.
Yeah. See, look, I already Kanya Lagna. Okay. And
Uh,
this combination also. So that's already there.
Very good. Okay, now come back to in the four graha combination. So there's someone was asking about the degrees. You understand, right? Even though the number of the grahas was present, the sun combust every other planet. It takes over the charge, and the other graha planet won't give that kind of the benefit to the individual. So now, when you see about the chart, the Putra Sthanadipati was also here. So the marriage, that is also marriage is also not happened to servant.
Correct.
Then the children also moved. But how about your education?
I did my bachelor's and I had about what 98 to 2014, quite a gap between my bachelor's and master's.
Okay, why this one is not that much getting affected? See, sun.
16 years. I had a 16 years gap between my bachelor's and master's.
Oh, it's already done. It's
Yeah.
there. Okay. This the sun wants to make the other planets' activities into its own, and it's trying to do its own way. See, if one authority person was trying to do the other things, how the work will be. He tried to show his power. He's tried to show his all kind of the administrating to every other task in his life. This planet significance, whatever the things it is going to give to the individual, it will not happen. Is this clear? Someone was asked the same question. The sun, even the 11th house is super auspicious. But when the sun combats every other planets, it do its work. You remember the one ground rule here. Wherever among the 12 rasis, the graha present in the rasis will take place its duty no matter what. Do its work.
Mm.
You understand this point, right?
Yes.
Even though it is an auspicious, even though it is sitting in the Trikona Sthana, even though it is sitting in the Kendra Sthana, even though it is in the Lagna Sthana, Lagna Adhipati, the auspiciousness really was high, doesn't matter. It will do its work, the Graha will perform its work completely. Okay, then you may ask the question, is there is no other way to come out of it? Okay,
Yeah,
that is
exactly. Can't we nullify the sun there? Somehow do something.
Hmm.
Is there a way?
there is every that's why we are learning about the horoscope, right? So
Mm.
when the Kanni Lagna peoples was born and the sun was overpowering means, then doing the yoga practice, doing okay, it depends upon the places where he was. When he's living, I guess someone is living in Tamil Nadu.
No, I'm living in Bangalore right now. I was born in Tamil Nadu. I grew up there as well. I finished my bachelor's degree. Then I moved to Canada, then to Germany. So I came back to India into end of 2017.
So when the peoples was living in the Tamil Nadu, right? I know something about the Tamil Nadu at least. So this is the Navagraha Sthala. Even if you mostly the prayers will work here. If you go to any of the Shivan temples, at that too the Swayambhu Lingam temples, that energy will be really high. When the sun was combusting everything, when the sun was disturbing in your making the disturbance in your life, means no other than Swayambhu Lingam. Swayambhu Lingam means the lingam will come on its own. Like I don't know which place to give. I guess it is Rameshwaram. If you go there,
No, Rameshwaram is not Swayambhu. It was made by Sita. Tiruvannaikoil is Swayambhu.
yes, that is the best one. If you go into the Thiruvannaikaval, and that was a very old temple, and the campus will be really large, and you go into it and come out of it. You don't need to, when you get into the Shivan temple, you don't need to pray anything. If you can chant Om Namah Shivaya all the time, that is more than enough. But you have to be there in the temple for 2 hours at least minimum 2 hours. You don't need to do anything. Go and sit wherever you find it. The important to go into the Shivan temple is not to go into standing in the queue and see the Shivan and come back. That's not the point there. You sit and at least spend 2 to 3 hours in the temple premises only, near to the sanctum. So that is the main goal. And if you do it and come out, the kind of the energy, the kind of the obstacles which is caused by the sun will be drastically reduced slowly, and then you may ask the question, how I know it will be reduced? You will find a way, one or the other way. Some people will give you the solution, or you may have heard, or you may read, or sometimes it will comes into your mind automatically. I heard from my sister, whenever she had a problem, what she will do, she getting into the puja room, and when she come out of the puja room, she have an idea. Why? Because she created that kind of the environment into the puja room in such a way that the kind of the energy level was giving that kind of an information from the universe. So when you come out of the Shivan temple, When you enter into the Shiva temple, this is the one room. You should not think about anything. You should not pray about anything. You just stay there and come out. The help will come automatically. Somebody will come and tell you, you can do this, you can do that. Then you may want to do something to the temple. So in that scenario, what you can do, find any of the gosala, you donate something in you whatever the things you can donate with the cup. That's it. That's the most minimum thing you can do. But if you say no, I'm not interested going into the gosala, that's totally fine, because whenever you're doing something, it's clearly come out of your heart. It's a kind of a connection, because the gosala, getting and going to the gosala itself, that was a real blessing. But if you feel like you don't like it, that's totally fine, because that's an individual preference. But when you're going into the Shivan temple, only thing is you just go and sit. That's it.
Vanita, I've done all of that.
Okay.
All
The
the
Shivan temple
temples I
also.
visit, all the way from Uttarakosamangai till Chennai.
You went to Uttarakosamangai also? Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. So when you went into Uttarakosamangai, how long you will be there?
Actually, when I went for the first time, it was actually a long time I was there because I wanted to know about the history. So I was there a long time. I was fascinated that Ravana was there to play Veena and all that, and he met
Mm,
Mandodari there. So I was spending a lot of time there.
mm, 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 mm. And how about to went into the Thiruvanikaval? You went here also,
No,
Thiruvanikaval?
that I can't stay there, right? They kick you out.
No, what is it? You can't stay?
I mean, you can't stay in that temple. It's very crowded. So they push you out.
No, that's what I'm saying, right? You no need to stand in the queue. You stay in the temple itself.
Yeah.
So
Okay. No,
there
no,
was a
I don't stay there long. But in case of Uttarakosamangai, I was there a long time.
mm, but
Same is true with Rameshwaram, but Rameshwaram doesn't count. But there are quite a few other places where I've stayed long time. I mean, there's the place where I was born. There is a Sangameshwara temple
mm,
um, um, on the bank of Kaveri River. So I have spent a lot of my time in that place as well.
mm, mm, mm. But when you go into Thiruvanikaval, spend some time, you no need to stand in the queue. That's what I'm telling you. You go
Mm-mm.
into the Shivan temple, that too in the Swayambhalingam temple, and that powerful Thiruvanikaval temple, don't stand in the queue. You
Mm-mm.
just
Outside
sit.
also okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
saying. You
Oh,
can't
got
okay,
stay.
okay.
there.
You just sit in outside, because
Oh,
it's a very big campus. Very big campus means it have the four entrance itself. You can enter in whichever entrance you want, but stay in the temple premises at least 2 hours to 3 hours. You can sit there quietly.
Yeah. Mm.
That as much as you want. If you the minimum is 2 hours, you feel like no, I want to spend 1 more hour. You try to do that.
Mm.
That will give you a different energy. But the one thing is, you should not expect anything. That's the
Yeah,
power.
see, even Kalahasti is a Swayambhalinga, and actually, have spent a lot of time there as well. So,
No, the Kalavasti energy level was totally different
mm-mm.
compared with the Dharmani couple, because these two are the two different elements.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, when you went into the temple, which is, see, for example, this is I heard from one of my guru only. You pray for something and went into the temple, and if it is not happening in the 6 month of the time, and this is not going to happen in your life,
Mm.
and you have to move forward, you have to find another solution. That's the
Actually, interestingly enough, I realized that. I mean, when my family was looking for an alliance, I
Mm,
actually somehow felt it that it's not going to happen. Then I started learning astrology and found out why, and after that, no issues.
yeah, you will find an answer no matter what. But if one person, if you find out there was, how you can find out this is your temple, this is the temple which is matches with your energy. You enter into the temple, you simply say something, and that is going to happen in your life, which is really a miracle. We may think like it won't happen in my life. If that happens, it is a miracle. If that was happen, then that is your temple. The people, the astrologers may say, even I would also say, when this is your Lagna, this is your Rasi, go into this temple, go into that temple. You don't need to consider everything. Even if you are next door, in the next district Shivan temple also, they go and tell them that will happening in your life as a miracle, and then that is your temple. Because your body and the chakra in your body and the temple's chakra is aligned with each other. Or in other words, the chakra temple able to heal your chakras, make you aligned, make you balanced, make you go in a way whichever way you want. And that gives that kind of the miracle in your life. But is it easy to find out that kind of the temple in your life? It's really a blessing if you find out. Okay, one more thing also. If you really find out that temple also, you you went to a number of the temples and you find out this is the temple, my miracle was happening. But going in next time, going into the temple is really a tough task. Try and see that also and tell me that was really easy for you. If that was happened, then you're really blessed. And your karma will be really demolished to 50% in your life. If that was happened. If that doesn't happen, then enjoy your life.
Okay.
That's really awesome. Let's getting into
You said
Sorry?
going to Goshala is auspicious, is it?
What is it?
You said going to a Goshala is auspicious. Did I hear correct?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay. Actually,
What is the
somebody had
question?
one astrologer.
Goshala, she said.
Goshala, that is the only word I can hearing. What is that?
No, no,
Goshala,
Going
going to
into
Goshala.
Goshala, is it auspicious?
very auspicious. See, when you are building a home, when you are constructing a home, very first puja is also happened to the Go Puja only. You heard about this, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The newly
Actually,
home.
one astrologer had told us when I was taking his class that it's very auspicious, financially more and otherwise also for general well-being to give your body weight to spinach or food to the Goshala once a year.
See, the logic was really simple. When we are living in this kind of the material world, and what is our main aim for this all these peoples in this world mainly need a health and happy life. Okay, so which goddesses can able to give all these three things? That is the Mahalakshmi. So who is the Mahalakshmi can be represented in the can be represented in many ways. You see the lamp, which is I don't know how to say the picture. The lamp which is having the five faces is also considered as the Mahalakshmi, and the Gomati Chakram is also considered as the Mahalakshmi, and the Gomada is also considered as the Mahalakshmi. So when you are praying to any one of these things, what are the things which you are going to attain? You're going to attain the health, you're going to attain the wealth, you're going to attain the happiness in your family. So when it's again the energy levels, the chakra for the cow, it's give you the healing energy to any individual.
Okay.
If you touch the cow, if you feed the cow, the energy level which you gain, how the aura will be cleansed, that will be a total different dimension. So that's why going into the Goshala once in a while, if you are not able to make a time out of it, so donate something. And if you go and feel that energy, are you able to gain that kind of an energy? If your body was cleansed or you, then you may say, "Well, I went to Goshala yesterday and I didn't feel my energy level." Your energy level was drained. Then you may stop that. But getting into the Goshala, seeing the cow, it's a really an auspicious thing.
So the good thing about living in India is you don't have to go to Goshala. Go
Yeah.
comes to you.
Yes. And every morning, the cow is coming into entrance of our home every day.
Yeah.
So that's a really a good one, right? You can feed the cow every day. That is also very good. When if you are possible at your environment, because nowadays the people are living in an apartment, that is totally not possible. But if you have a chances, this is the best way. and seeing the cow interacting with the cow, the energy level will be different. See, I don't know how to explain this, but interacting with the cow and interacting with the dog, it is a total different energy altogether. So try and see and tell me, because the cow is an energy of the protection. It gives you the kind of the protective energy. When you speak into the cow will be the kind and the soft energy that that will penetrate into your body. There was two different energies altogether. Then, did I answer your question? I don't know
Yes.
what is your question. I forgot also.
That's okay. I just wanted to know if it was auspicious. I thought maybe I didn't hear correct because I keep going to Goshalas, so I thought I'll ask you. Okay,
Hmm.
Vanita, I have one more question. What if there was only sun in the 11th house? How
Sun
would
in the
the
11th. See,
That's
then
good.
the sun in the 11th house, because then the sun is not stopping for Saravana's horoscope. The sun was stopping the other three planets' actions, right? Now
Like
only the sun was
2 minutes.
only the sun was there,
Oh, I thought
and
36 I would do. 3, 3, 4.
then the sun, definitely the sun is authoritative and administrative in nature. When this time, imagine a situation, fifth lord is sun, and it's placed in the 11th house means when this person enter into the room, you feel that this person is already came into this place. The aura will be really authoritative, and if you're getting into, you can also feel that the kind of the authoritativeness when they enter into the room. They are really good in academics. They are very intelligent, and they can able to do all these things for sure.
okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Someone was saying something.
No, I was saying
Okay. Let's finish this one, and I thought to finish this 12 houses today. Let me finish quickly. Okay. Fifth
Yeah,
house, we
sorry,
already
I took
covered.
long time.
No, that's okay. That's quite interesting discussion. Okay. Fifth house, conceive, creativity, and speculation, for entertainment, all kind of the amusements, romance in the fifth house. That a lot was sitting in the 12th house. Okay, 12th house is for your mokshasthana, liberation, detachment, expenditure, and the foreign settlement also, displacement as well. Okay, now when the fifth lord in the 12th house is a good or bad, because now the Trigonadipati, one of the Trigonadipati was sitting in a hidden house, so the kind of the energy level will be hidden. It won't be the kind of the lord won't receive that kind of the tremendous energy from the cosmos. Okay, then what is the result out of it? When the fifth lord was sitting, the simplicity is the only word you can remember, because they just want to be simple in everything. Okay, they won't be the show people. They do. If Venus was involved here, then that was a different story. But when the fifth lord in the 12th house means they don't want to show off anything. Okay, definitely they are blessed with luxury, and they are having the very good spending ability. Hmm. When the fifth lord in the 12th house means they are very much committed to the profession. Okay, here is a thing. Here is a very important thing. Most of the time, their brain and the nervous system works in such a way that towards the spiritual only. This whole sacrificial nature, interested in nature, that's it. Okay, even then, even though they are committed to the profession, but the detachment and the dedicatedness is really, really high. Why? Because the fifth lord in the 12th house means the Trikonadipati was sitting in the 12th house. The detachment will come from the 12th house. The dedicatedness will come from the fifth lord. You can see the both. That's why these people are very shine in the profession. Whatever they are in, whichever the profession they are in, they are really shine like anything. Fifth lord in the 12th house. Anybody having fifth lord in 12th house?
My son-in-law has this.
Okay, let's see that.
He is actually that Meena Lagna.
Second.
Meena Lagna, and his moon is there in the 12th house, that is in this one. Yeah, Kumbham there.
Your fifth lord is the Kadaga Rasi. Lord
Yeah.
is moon. Moon is sitting in the
Also he
Kumbh
has
Rasi.
Venus over there. With moon, he has Venus.
Venus?
Venus is also there along with moon.
Moon and Venus.
Yeah.
Okay, now here comes. Which one is exactly matching with him? One which is
Yeah.
moon.
First one, 100% simplicity and no flow.
Okay.
Yes, he has. He has got a good spending ability and kind of luxury. He's committed to his profession. Spiritual bent, yeah, he does read a lot of other books. I don't know about much about the sacrificial nature, but yes, to a certain extent.
Mm.
Right now, I can't say detached at the moment. He is kind of, but dedicated. That is it. Detached, I don't know so much.
The detachment may come later because when the Venus was combined, the detachment won't come that much easily. The spiritual band of mind.
It is there because all his grandfathers, everyone are more into that Bhagavad Gita, all those stuff. So he reads a lot of those kind of philosophical books. So his father is also into a lot of Upanishads. So I think his family lineage, it is coming. So he also does read a lot on those subjects. So I know that. Yeah.
Very good. This is great. This is simple one because when the moon and the Venus is come. Okay, you remember this moon is the Krishna Paksha moon or the Shukla Paksha moon. You remember that moon? When what that will be?
No, I do not know that. At the moment, I don't know.
Where is Ravi? You can tell. Where is
That
Sun?
is
Okay, Sun is in the 11th house.
11th
So
house.
then it is
That
Shukla
is Krishna
Paksha.
Paksha.
Shukla Paksha. No,
Why?
Shukla Paksha.
11th house, right?
Yeah, Sun is here. Yeah, Sun and Mercury are there.
Oh, okay. Then it's a Shukla Paksha only. Correct. Yeah. 11th house. So that's why the okay now then the good moon combined with the Venus, then that's why you don't see.
How do we
How do we
decide
know?
this?
Tell, yeah,
Shukla Paksha.
that's what I wanted to know too.
Okay,
How
So
quickly you
from
told.
the sun, see the 7 houses.
Okay.
Till here, if the moon was present in here, in
Okay.
between these range, see, moon was present here means the story will be different.
Okay.
Okay, then if the moon was present in the 8th to next to behind the sun, then this definitely it's a Krishna Paksha.
Okay.
See in your horoscope also, don't believe me. See in your horoscope also. If your sun was here and your moon was next to it, definitely it's a Shukla Paksha.
Oh, then I am also Shukla Paksha only. Then my son is. I found out like that. Okay.
See, okay, the one homework which I told you, right? What is that? Is see, okay, give me a second.
Repeat
Quickly
that.
finish this. Okay, now imagine this is one of the horoscope. Okay, let's see this. Can see quickly. If this is your homework, then imagine this is a bird shot of me. Not imagine this is the bird shot of me only. Okay, now how I am reading Tula Lagna. First, my first house is Tula Lagna, and who's the Jupiter is which house owner? And this is my third and sixth house owner, right? Then
Yeah.
how I can say in my Tula Lagna, third and sixth house Lord, that is Jupiter is sitting in the first house. Okay, this is clear. Now I repeat one more thing. In the third house is the Dhanu Rashi, where this is the moon is the 11th house. Okay. My moon, the 11th house Lord, and the Ketu didn't have any kind of a specific house. So I didn't mention that. So in my third house, 11th house Lord and Ketu was sitting in the third house. So that is the Dhanu Rashi. In the Makara Rashi, this is the 8th and the Lagna. And Mercury is the 9 and the 12. Okay. The Lord of the 1 and 8 is Venus, and the Lord of the 9 and 12 is Mercury, sitting in the fourth house, that is in the Magara Rasi. The owner is the Saturn. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Sun. In the Kumbha Rasi, that is my fifth house, Sun is sitting, who is 12th house Lord. Sorry, oh my god, I'm sorry, this is 10th house. I mentioned wrongly. This is the 10th house law. Okay, moon is. Okay, now the sun is the 11th house lord. The sun is the 11th house lord, whose sun is sitting in my 5th house. That is the Kumbha Rasi. Now, Rahu in the 9th house, which is the owner is the Mercury. Who is the Mercury is the owner of the 9 and the 12. The Mercury was sitting in the 4th house. Is that clear? Yes? Okay. Now, finally, in my 12th house, Saturn and the Mars was placed, retrograde Saturn and Mars was placed. That the Saturn is the owner of the 4 and 5 houses. Mars is the owner of the 2nd and the 7 houses, sitting in the 12th house. Is that clear? So you have to read this chart, consider it as a homework, read your birth chart in this way, so that you have to keep that in mind all the time. Is that okay? You can able to do it, right?
Yeah. Try, will try.
Awesome. Now quickly I will finish this one. Give me 2 minutes, I will finish the horoscope. Okay, now we already learned about this very extensive way. So I move on into, so she is born on the Kadaka Lagna. This is the Vasanti's horoscope, if I'm not wrong. Yes.
Yes.
Sarka Lagna and the Vrikshika Rasi. So now we are going to see the 9th house. Okay, 9th house. Yes, last week till we saw about the 8 houses. This week we are going to see the 9th house. 9th house. Who's the lord of this 9th house?
Jupiter.
And who's also the lord of the 6th house? Yes or no?
Yes.
So 6th and 9th house lord Jupiter. And now we are going to see about the 9th house. So 9th house represents your father, Guru. It's also Bhagyasthana, Pitrusthana. That represents about your Purva Punya. And the fortune, what kind of the bhagya you received into this life. And the higher education, your long travel. So when now the Jupiter was present in the 12th house. Why I have to see that one? The 9th house, there is no planet here. So we have to look into the owner of this Rasi. Owner of this Rasi is the Jupiter. Jupiter is placed in which house? Anybody?
12th house.
12th house.
Okay. When the Jupiter was present, the ninth house Lord is present in the 12th house. So she is fortunate or not? Because Jupiter was present, even though it was in the hidden houses. Yes or no? Yes, fortunate obviously. Why? The Guru is not only the 9th house Lord, Guru is also the Lord of the 6th house. So the 6th house Lord is sitting in the 12th house. That means the Dusthanadipati is sitting in another Dusthana, that becomes the Viparita Raja Yoga. If the fortune is for this person or not, obviously the fortune will come, and we can consider her as a fortunate person. Now we'll ask her, how is your life? Is it you feel like I'm very fortunate to this lifetime?
Yes, Vanita. Definitely.
Okay. Then the possibilities also foreign settlement is really possible. Higher education will be really good. But even then, if because the 6th Lord and the 9th Lord as a Jupiter is sitting in the 12th house, means the Viparita Raja Yoga may give the powerful energy in her education also. So most of the time when the Jupiter is sitting in the 12th house, means they are interested in practicing the religious and the ritual practices. And they want to their spirituality take over the materialism. They want to be considered as a spiritual. This is yes or no?
Yes, Vanita. I do pray.
Okay. Now when the Jupiter was sitting in the 12th house, means how the money will go. Even though you can receive number of the monies, how the money will go? The money will goes in the way for the donation, gifting, because this is also for the donation. So the money will goes in. Why we need how the donation will be? The donation will be also based on the spirituality. She can spend the money in for temples or any kind of the rituals which is relevant with the spirituality. Is this yes, no?
Yes, Vanita. I do spend.
Anybody want to add any other things here? So long travel is possible for sure.
Yes.
That's because of the Viparita Raja. Higher education is good. Purva definitely. Fortunate will be there. And Bhagyasthana, the fortune, definitely the fortunate was there. let's see about the father and the guru. How is your father?
Unfortunately, my father passed away a long time back, 28 years back. So when he was just 68, he passed away.
Okay, here comes the thing. When the father, the how we think the company of the father may not be prolonged, but
Yeah.
here also the guru. How easy you can find your guru? Is that easy in your life, or you're still searching to find a guru in your?
No, I have accepted, like, I only have taken like two of them, three of them as my gurus. Like, I, I don't like, I don't know how to say, but then, like, I'm attracted towards them, so I just like mentally I have taken that as my guru.
Okay, then if your father was a company with you for a very long time, then you may find it very difficult to find a guru, because your father was not there. Then there is a chances for you to find a guru. So one or the other way, the life
Oh,
becomes balanced. If
oh,
one goes away, then another comes.
okay, okay.
Um, Anybody want to add any other things in the ninth house, Vasavi?
No, but I had a question. Purva Punya, I thought it was the fifth house.
Fifth house. Yes. But here it's a Bhagyasthana, right? You can consider the kind of the Purva Punya, which is, it can also consider in the ninth house also.
Okay.
It's a Bhagyasthana, right? Yeah. What kind of some people may say, okay, what kind of the Bhagyam which I did, I am facing this kind of the struggles. Some people will say, what kind of the Bhagyam which I did, I received this kind of a blessing. So it's a kind of whatever the deeds which you did in the previous time that counts as a fortune to this lifetime. Here the
Okay.
Purva Punya, which I mentioned here, for the fortunate thing only, not kind of the level which is represented in the fifth.
Okay.
Any other thing?
I do have question, but I think it will take a long time. But we can, you can
Quickly, you
send
can
me
have
a
this.
message. The thing is, the fifth house lord in eighth. Also, they say there is something like a break in the education or something like, if you start education, the eighth house represents like a break, right? So it's kind of it will not go all the way complete. Is that true?
The breaking of education depends upon the where your Mercury was present. If the Mercury was present in an eighth house means, so the eighth house won't give you any hope. But the thing here is that the person, the individual who is a constant seeker, right? His or her interest may differ. If they are following in the traditional way of an education, his mind or her mind was not fallen into that. They want to break that thing, and they are coming out. They want to follow the sea. That's why the people will consider it as the break of an education. But as an individual point of view, it's not a break of an education. It's a continuous seeking. But how about your daughter's education? Is that a break in the middle?
No. Mine itself. I mean, it's not in the education. Like, if I want to learn something, like, I started to learn something, but I could not continue. There was like a break. So kind of, I thought it was because fifth lord was in the eighth. No, even Jyotish Shastra. I mean, so far I haven't seen the break, but somehow, it might end anytime. I don't know. And I started learning flute, but then I could not continue, and I just stopped. And also, I don't know if they are the same, but my education is in one field, but the work that I did is totally a different field. I don't know
Education
if that is because of that.
Education and the business differ means that is the totally different story. Your
Yeah.
education, which is on the second, 4, 5, and the 9, then you have to combine against with your 6 and the 10. Okay, that's totally different story. But when you are thinking about the eighth house is breaking your education means, okay, there is when you are learning something, like you are learning the flute and you stop in the middle. So
Yeah.
sometimes your body may say something. So that point in time, that is the amount of the journey you need in this lifetime. But later sometime your some of the karma may stop, some of the karma may finish. You may feel like, okay, let's continue my flute learning. That will come next moment. But once you realize this kind of the pattern in your life, then one thing will happen for sure. You will understand why it was happening. Then another things you will break the pattern. So the one of the pattern following in your life. If you want to break out of this pattern, which is exactly happening every phase of your life, like you may learn the flute in one point in time, you break in the middle, and you start learning something, you break in the middle. So definitely there is the pattern followed in your life. Understand that. Then if you understand that pattern in your life, two things will definitely happen for sure. You break through the pattern, or else you understand yourself.
Well, I guess I have understood myself, but so it has happened in many places. I mean, I was. It happened way earlier also. Like, I started learning Samskrita and I could not complete. I could not. If I had taken a couple of exams, I could have become Vidwan. So something like that. But it kind of stopped. But anyway, I mean,
I
that's
would
why
say also things because when you say about the food, which is also happened in my life, I went into the keyboard and the guitar. See, my brain will work really fast. I feel like okay, keyboard it doesn't matter for me, guitar is doesn't matter for me. I went to learn, and my brain is really fast. If my master was saying something, my finger will go fast like anything. And if the duration of the song was 1 minute, I will finish in 10 seconds. Okay, that kind of the fast. Then I understand why. I understand everything. I remember everything. I can do whatever they want. But what is the problem? I didn't understand myself. Say, I then later point in time I understand. Okay, my mind is not interested in music. My brain is not matching with the music level. The story was entirely different. I cut short everything. But the pattern was happening for me also. One, I go into the class and I come out of the class in the middle, and I join again and I come out of this class. And my parents and my entire family was watching all this kind of this things for me. I went into another class and I come out in the middle. Then if you don't believe, I studied two psychology courses in the parallel, and but I come out of this course in the middle. What I'm saying, right? The psychology which I learned, it's not worth, and it's not a match with my mindset, and I don't like it. This is too scientific, and I don't want this kind of the knowledge. The same goes for because I parallelly learned that two same courses only, psychology in two different universities. Why? I want to experiment with what they are trying to teach me. But I finally understand, okay, this is not matching. Okay, what I'm trying to say here was the pattern will be something. One way or the another. One thing is you will break through that you will break through out of it, or at least you will understand yourself. But okay. One more thing is also if the pattern was stopping your education, if the Dasha Buddhi was happening, most of the time the Graha will place is kind of an obstacles in your life, at least vigorously till you are 30 to 40 years old. If you beyond that age, none of the planets is going to impact you in a greater level. Because you understand that kind of the nature, the long years of in the number of the years in your life, your experience will change, the perspective will change, then the energy you consume from the universe will also change.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I've passed all those things. I'm 61, so
Yeah.
so I think I've passed all
So
that.
you don't need to worry about this planet. For sure. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also learning to chant Veda mantras right now, and also reading Jyotish Shastra. This is all good for retired life for me. So
Okay. See you all next week. See you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
how you came to know Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. I didn't understand, but in next week.
You're
Oh,
speaking.
that's it's okay. On full moon, it is in the 7th house from your sun. Okay, so but if the moon is 7 houses from sun, right across, then it is full moon. Okay, anything after 7 is Krishna Paksha. Anything before 7 houses is Shukla Paksha.
And if the moon, sun, and the moon are placed in the same location, that is an Amavasya.
Amavasya, yeah.
Yeah. See you all next week then. See you.
Thank you. Bye.